This is a very and I will pray in the language of heaven because SH0CKING is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ime na SH0CKING abanye na-efu na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngozi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nkere ndụ were n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Ka onye ọbụla anyị aka ikiri nọ n'ọgbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma ma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-etoghị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye na Chineke na ihe ikpere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mbọ bụ ebe niile dị iche iche onye na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị wee na-etoghị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọbụla anyị a na-azọpụta onye ọbụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi nara ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị. Ise 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 ise.
I welcome everybody into this program. You are welcome anywhere you are watching from. This is an interaction section after the introduction of the topic, I'm going to open up the line for you to call in. This is a very, very important broadcast, and I would like everybody to participate. It's not only myself and the moderator that will be participating in this program. If it is your first time of meeting my platform, my name is Linda, and here I broadcast or I post videos about Biafra, about what is happening in Nigeria. So today, Saturday, I set it aside as a day that we will have interaction. We'll talk about what is happening in Biafra land, what has happened. We give people opportunity to speak, either to bring their suggestion on how to move the Biafra agitation forward, and also to release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is seriously suffering in the hands of his enemy, in the hands of DSS and Nigeria. So if you are watching us from anywhere, give this video a like, share it, invite your friends and families. You all are welcome. Diana, you are welcome. Prince, you are welcome. Chuk Survivor, you are welcome. Nnaji Ijeoma, welcome. Patrick Onyeka, welcome. Esther Okafor, I welcome you all. Please endeavor to share this video and also to call in. Please, if nobody is calling in to contribute, I will stop this program. So this program is an interaction. I want to hear the opinion of people. Many people in the world, including the whites, they watch this program. When you contribute, when you review what is happening, it will help this struggle. Don't just sit at your comfortable home listening to only myself and Duke Survivor. And then Mr. Maxwell, also, if you are watching this program, I would also like you to come in. And my sister Lady J, welcome to the program. How are you all doing? So I'm going to introduce the topic. If you see me, I am not too agile, and because of what happens in the court, whenever I see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't feel happy about it, especially his situation. So the number one topic that we are going to be treating before I open the line is the observation in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance. I don't know, most of you, when we post videos here, you don't even watch it. When we post video, you look at the title, and you look at the pictures, and you start criticizing. Whenever you are watching video on social media, please, I want to get this into our attention. Pay attention to that video, watch it very well, watch it with your common sense. You might understand one thing in that video, not just watching the title. Sometimes you people will say the title doesn't match with this video. My dear, if you study or if you read novel a lot, there is something that they call suspense, something that will keep you to be watching that, listening, or even watching movies. If you are reading any book and there is nothing that is making you to read more, then the book is not interesting. The same thing in news. By profession, I am a journalist, and there is something they call caption. Caption is something that will attract the attention of your viewers, your audience. So when the caption is not there, nobody will click on it. So when you see video, I posted a video of Father Baka yesterday. Somebody is saying, why do you join Biafra news with politics news? If you listen to what Father Baka was saying, it makes sense. It's something that concerns everybody. And in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, there's one particular person among 8,000 people that watched that video. It was only one person that noticed one thing, and I thanked the person. I said I'm going to write down the name and tell the person that he is, I don't know if he's a man or a woman. He's very, very intelligent. So in the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, we are going to be looking, observing. If you observe anything, you can call in when I place in the line here to tell us what you observe. Myself, I observed many things. I observed that Nigerian government, they do not have case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I observed that they are afraid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are afraid of Biafra, including their masters, those that they are working for, that is Britain. And also, I observed that his brother do not want to give them space to speak. If you, that is why I said, if you watch that video closely, you will understand several things. There was a time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu new lead counsel in the person of Mike Ozokome. He wanted to discuss with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu privately because in the DSS they do not give them any opportunity to speak in private. So before they enter the courtroom, this lawyer supposed to educate or enlighten or inform Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about the situation or what he will be expecting in the court. But each time he wants to do this, the brother, which I don't know, I am not accusing of anything, this is just my observation, because I noticed that at a point the lawyer was angry. The lawyer wanted privacy between him and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know he is the brother, but he should have at least given them a breathing space so that they can speak. So this is my observation in that course. One of the observations. The number two topic that we are going to be talking about is this thing that is causing confusion now. And there was a video Simon Ekpa made. He said that they are not going to be taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, and this thing have caused a lot of confusion in Biafra struggle. If you are listening to me, call in, tell us, should we continue to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody, or should we be doing what we can do to rescue him from the hands of his enemy? Then the next thing that we are going to be watching is the continuous genocide in Imo State by Hope Uzodinma, and I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play a voice note so that you will see what is happening in Imo State. The next thing we are going to be talking about is yesterday I made the news. They are trying to move Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case from Abuja Federal High Court to unknown destination. Reason to them is that anytime that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have case, that other case are being cancelled because of one particular case. So the next one is the Ambazonia leader interview on Radio Biafra. I don't know if you people listen to that video, because sometimes I post them without notification. So except that's why I told you people to be checking the community. If you check my community, you will be seeing the video. But if you wait for notification, YouTube gives only 3 notifications in a day, and I post 5 videos in a day. So that video is very, I'm going to, maybe towards the ending of this program, I will play it so that you people will listen. When I hear that man Dr. Achoba talking, you hear the voice of a leader. You hear a commanding voice, a voice that will speak and the people will listen. So this is what we are going to be talking about. The last topic we are treating last week, before I have placed the line here now. If you want to call in to contribute, you can call in. But the first one is your observation in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. So ritual practices in Biafra land is getting out of hands. Our youth now, they don't want to work again, because somebody is out there preaching to them that Christianity is false, and they believe it. Nobody wants to work, nobody wants to do anything. It's now they call it traditional worshiping, but committing all sort of atrocity. I am going to bring in our brother and our moderator of this program in the presence of Chuk Survivor. He will tell us more about his observation, but I would like you that is watching to call in to contribute, because this topic is very important. If there's any suggestion, please call in to tell us. So my brother Chuks, how far? Welcome to the program, and how are you doing?
Thank you, my sister. I'm very well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
How
much.
is your side? Here is the weather today is very bright, clear, and in fact, I love today's weather. I hope it's the same in your own side.
Yeah, we thank God the weather is okay. Glory be to God. Every day is a new day. So we appreciate God for everything that He's doing, and we thank God for all His love and kindness on us. By the special grace of God, everything is going to be well.
Okay, you are welcome to the program. I believe you have been on the background and you heard everything. I'm talking. The first topic we are going to be treating today is the observation in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance. Please, did you in any way observe anything that you would like to share to Biafra out there? If there's anybody that have something to share, also please you can call in. The line is open.
Thank you, my sister. Fellow Biafrans all over the world, wherever you are watching from. If you are watching from Biafra land, you're watching from any part of Africa, watching from Europe, watching from Australia, America, Canada, wherever you're watching from, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu be my guide and protect every one of us. Thank you for joining. As you join, please kindly share the video. It is very important because that is the role you have to play. Every Biafran have a role to play. Don't tell me there's nothing you can do. No matter where you are, you have a role to play. And one of the things you have to do is to spread the gospel. Spread the gospel. When you see somebody broadcasting and saying things that has to do with Biafra, that you know that is very effective, any tangible contribution you see someone making, make sure you share the video. Share it to your own platform. You can share it in your WhatsApp group. So many of us belong to so many WhatsApp groups. Share the videos. That is another way of spreading the gospel. And when you are doing it, you are playing your own part and making sure that things are working. So thank you as you have joined. May Chukwu Kabiama give all the strength to continue to fight the battle until the end. So on the question that my sister have asked, on the topic that we are discussing when it has to do with the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what transpired in the course and what we saw and what we experienced. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say it and I put it in prayer. I always pray that in every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, that we must have one thing to learn. Any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, there must be something we have to learn. But the problem is most of the time, we are not paying attention. So many of us are not paying attention. Every time you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court, you must learn something. And he must pass a message. I put it in my prayer. I always ask Chukwu to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revelation in any court that he appears. He himself will get a revelation. We also will have a revelation. And the revelation has been coming. And the last court he came wasn't a different one. Some of us, we are not paying attention. Some of us, we are carried away that at least we are seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. He's still alive and he's talking to us. Some of us are carried away with emotions. We are not getting the informations. But if you watch that very clip that they played, the short clip that BBC played, watch it again and again and again. You are going to see so many things. You will see so many things. There is changes. There is changes. When you look at the countenance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his countenance is not the same as it used to be. The countenance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the same as it used to be. When you watch him closely, you will see his countenance is not the same as it used to be. And when you watch closely in that very court case, we might not be 100% correct, but everything we are saying, there is something pointing. When somebody is saying something and pointing, when one person says it, second person says it, the third person says it, there must be something that is effective on that very point, and that point must be considered. So when you look at what transpired in the court, you will see a lot of things transpired. You saw that it is not all the legal counsel that we are able to come into the court. That is number one. It was not all the legal counsel that we are able to come into the court. Those people who have been coming in for a very long time, standing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bringing out the issues and fighting for the case. It is not all the legal counsel that we are allowed to enter the court. No explanation has been given. We don't know the reason why they were not allowed to enter the court. Then on reaching the court, you will see there are a lot of distractions. A lot of distraction. The distraction came up to the extent that the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a senior advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozekome, he was so disturbed that he couldn't be able to hide it again. He raised his voice to speak about the disturbances that he's getting. Before you will see Mike Ezekobe to complain on that very stage, complaining in the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he was complaining that the same disturbance is going to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, that the younger brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been disturbing them, that why must he be disturbing them and distracting their attention? You see, most of the time, people have been talking about the distraction and the attitude of some people who are close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu towards his case and towards his release. But when you see the things that played out in court, there were so many revelations that every suspicion that people are making, there are sense in it. Every suspicion that people have been making in the past, there are something pointing to it. Then when you saw the attitude of the younger brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. He doesn't have to be distracting the lawyers. That is the only single opportunity they have to discuss with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and pass relevant information. That very chat they used to have in the court, that very one or 2 minutes chat they have in the court, it is very, very sensitive and very important. Very sensitive. That is the only few minutes they have to say something that the DSS will not listen to. That 1 minute, that is the only time they have to say something that DSS will not. Every time they go to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, don't forget, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor told us that the place they are meeting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to discuss has no single privacy. It has no privacy, and they cannot discuss any private matter with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. There is no space. There's no space whatsoever for them to discuss any private information with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The whole place is bugged. They are watching them in all angles. They can't discuss private issues. So the only time they have to pass 1 or 2 words to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is always discussed. So why must somebody be distracted? Why must somebody pose as a hindrance to that very 1 minute chance that they have? It is not encouraging, and I hope it doesn't repeat itself. And again, there was something again that caught my attention. The way the younger brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went and gave a handshake to the prosecuting counsel. That handshake he gave to the prosecuting counsel, I don't admire that. I don't admire that. He might do it openly. He might not have anything in mind. There might not be something, but it is not advisable. It is not good. In the presence of the world, people will definitely read meaning into it. We are human beings. We are human beings. There is nobody in the planet Earth that will be happy against somebody who is trying to send your brother to the gallows. Nobody. As a human being, it doesn't matter the reason you give. You might say you have nothing in mind, that is just a healthy handshake. You must not have such a healthy handshake in a case such as that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In that kind of case, even me that I'm a Biafran, as a Biafran person, that I'm not his blood brother, as a Biafran, I cannot have a handshake with that man. A man who is standing against my freedom. A man who is making sure that the man that is defending me is sent to the gallows. Why must I exchange any pleasantry with him? I don't have to exercise any pleasantry with him. It doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter the reason you have. You don't have to. That pleasantry is uncalled for. It's uncalled for. We are in a state of war. The war is going on, not only on the ground. War is going on in Biafra land, and war is going on even in the court. As you are watching the court, that thing that is going on there is war. Absolute war. It is not a time for handshake. The case is not over. The case has not even started. It is not yet time for handshake. It's a state of war. Why must we be having a handshake in a state of war? You see, when people begin to read meaning into things, you don't blame them, because when you begin to dig deep, you begin to see certain things. And again, we saw the way he felt free in that court. In the court of the Janjaweed, our enemy, in a place where we know that it is not even allowed to make a call. You are not allowed to make a call in the police station, let alone in the court. The only person that have the right to make a call in the court is either the chief judge himself or even the lawyer. Sometimes they are prevented from making calls. But the kind of confidence he has in that court, I wonder, I ask myself, the kind of authority he has over the court. He was making a call. And when he was making a call, from the picture we saw, the picture might be wrong, our eyes might be deceiving us, the video might be deceiving us, but when you saw the picture, when the call was going on, the prosecuting counsel was also answering a call. And they were looking at each other.
My brother, My brother Chooks, we have a caller here, Joshua or Saremen. I think our brother and also a pastor, he called the other time. Sorry for interrupting you. Let me give him chance to speak before we continue. Hello, Mr. Joshua. You are welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure. I'm happy to be among you today again.
Welcome. I really appreciate it.
The Lord always listen and do it according to our needs.
Yes.
Amen.
I want to quickly give a short observation.
Yes.
It is not an error for what happened in that court. It is mandate from heaven to make sure every people that be speaking good, we people does not understand, to know that Unad brother is an instrument used against Nnamdi Kanu by the government and all. That is why, that is what happened to our lawyer that we have been speaking. That's a no, is that coming? The other one is Ejiofor have been passing through a lot.
Exactly.
Is having things. If be able to open them, they will plan to kill him. That is why it was very simple. He had to make sure to bring Matthew in and let Matthew understand what is passing through.
Mm-hmm.
And the people know that Matthew can never be afraid of anybody. That is why they have been blocking him not to enter the means.
That's right.
This Michael Ezokame will show them Pepper. He will open
but they know immediately be able to enter, there's going to be trouble. And they know that they cannot be able to speak with him and they can't for where he is because there is camera everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So that court is the only place. That is why they mandate his brother that nobody will suspect him. Let him monitor him. Yeah. And the people are loyal and God is working.
Mm-hmm.
That is why you openly let people understand that mostly for we, most of all who are speaking, this is Ejiofor have changed. Then that is why God used Mike to open it. As you are doing it to me, you are still doing it to this man. So that people will know what is happening. It is not a fault of the man. They wanted to down to their tomb. And God wants us to understand the deep meaning of that. You have been stopping us. That is why at last again, he went to go and visit the enemy. I'm telling you, the work is going on.
I was sure.
The work is because I am disturbing there as we go, because at the end, you people will pay me. Then they should say, yeah, you are doing the right work. And that is the time the connect is speaking to all other people who is sending there. Say, that what they tell you. They were discussing about what they told him. That is why we will try to bring the handset come up for their presence, because they doesn't want people to hear what they are saying. Because people watching everywhere what happened there. So God Almighty already signed it. I told them the truth since 2017 that Biafra already designed.
Of course.
Just like that. I know I sent message to you.
Before you
I sent message.
Question. Is this man Kanunta? Is he really the biological brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If yes, why would a brother, just as I am, my brother would be doing such thing to me?
That is why the Bible said the enemy of every man is a member of his household.
Exactly.
Because he is the only one that can be able to know. Jeremiah 12 verse 6 said, he said, you did not know your enemy. It is those that in your household that will narrate to the outsider before outsider will start. Because he said they will play with you. Say, mind them not, because they are the instrument. You can never suspect them. But when God involved, it will leak. Because the brother of Joseph saw him.
Exactly.
So it is not a new thing. It started from the Bible. The betrayal is already there. But when you are doing the right thing for God, God will make people to know who is your enemy in your house. That is what happened to Mazi. Because it did not come for himself. It did not even come for Igbo. It come for the whole Africa. You will see what will happen at the end. Because right. The whole world are going to see. That is why people that wanted to straight a world during Biafra United, he tried to stop stopping to another thing. He doesn't know where he tried pushing it to is the worst. That is how, when I tell my brother that time, I said, do you know what is going to happen? APC are going to fight APC at the end. Just wait. They will say, maybe you are the one that leaked this thing. That is what will happen. And that is what is still happening to enemy of Nnamdi Kanu in Biafra circle. They are fighting themselves. And they haven't started. They will fight themselves. Their secret will come to open. At the end, you will see even the DSS, they are going to fight themselves again. You will see something is going to happen. People will see different drama. And it is already details to be told. Because what
you are saying is the truth, because I noticed it now. I was talking with somebody. I said the way God will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not even through anybody. God will do it at his own. And the way God will use to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that he will create confusion in their kingdom. Do you know that when Binta was harassing the DSS, why did they allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to appear in court with the same clothes? Even Buhari himself was surprised that the Binta can say so. And if you look at it, left for that woman alone, the woman is a very straightforward person, but because of the condition she finds herself. So what I'm seeing now is that is the work of God. That is why I indulge everybody watching this program or every followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pray for him, because it's only God's intervention. And how will God do it? God will create confusion among them before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out.
Yes. That is why God bring that mic inside to make sure he encourage every brother to understand that we already win. That is why I say all the okay die like Idodo. He just talk, what do you need again to tell you before you will understand where you are going? That is why if those who are fighting the right people does not still understand, then it's just like a fly who is pegged in a saw. He will die with the saw. So the end of the road already come. We are now waiting for the announcement. All I know, they have no, because they run away from UK, from British. They say, you announced there, but they change it. They want to change, they change it to nothing. They don't know they want to worse it. That is how Nigeria government. That is why the one they call, what is the name? That is headed there. So all of them are talking anyhow. It says the head of lawyer. He doesn't know what they are doing. All of them will fall.
That's right.
Look at what happened to Abakari. What is the name?
Abakari.
It's not crying out that it's Biafra. The mighty hand of God is working.
Police criminal kidnapper.
Opportunity for the federal government, mostly the Inspector General of Police, to push it out. Because the first time he tell them, if they make sure he carry it to that place, he will expose them. But now he use the hackers what will make him move, and they must move him.
That's right. God is in control.
Oh, thank God, we bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate. If you are watching us and you want to call to contribute, please, the line is open. Not when I want to end the program, you will call. Pastor, thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution.
Thank you so much, Pastor. I appreciate your contribution. You've done well.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Mr. Chooks, before you continue, I want to ask you a question. Is Kanonta, this brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is disturbing in the court, is he the member of IPOB? Is he among those that is agitating for Biafra? If you say yes, I will tell you, I will ask you another question.
Sister, that's a very difficult question to answer. Supposedly, every one of them claimed to be a member of IPOB. He always said it. There was one video where they was interviewing him, where he said, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand is where he stand. So we believe that he's a member of IPOB.
Okay. Now, if he said he's a member of IPOB, why is he walking freely in Nigeria? Why are they not arresting him? Why are they not disturbing him?
That is the big question. That is the big question that is left for every one of us to begin to dialogue and begin to digest. Some people might say he will not be arrested because his brother is already there in captivity. He will not be arrested because he's not making trouble. He's not protesting. He's not protesting anywhere. Neither is he only. He might not be arrested. So he might be overlooked because he's not playing a major role. Let's accept that. But he claims to be a member of IPOB.
People have heart to. I wonder how you will see, how you will be, because of what, self, because of what. And from what I notice again, it seems he believe in one Nigeria. Maybe he do not like what his brother is doing. Maybe he doesn't want Biafra, but he should have told his brother instead of doing all these things. Because at times I feel, how would you feel happy seeing your brother in this condition? Did you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's eyes? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a great pain, very, very painful situation. You will watch your brother in that condition. You will go home, you will sleep. Well, people have heart. So my brother Chooks, we are going to continue. This is a very critical issue now that we are entering. And I want you to handle this thing with very detailed so that people will understand, because this thing is causing problem. And if there's anybody out there that will come, not after this thing now, you come to the comment section and be writing me, call in now, the link is there, come and tell us what you want to say. Now, Simon Ekpa made a broadcast. He said that that is Biafrans will not be taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. What do you have to say? What is your stake in this? Can you elaborate more? One day I'm going to bring Simon Ekpa here to address you people. But for now, can you address this issue?
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you very much. On that very issue, on the issue of the announcement that our brother Simon Ekpa made, that we will not be taking any instruction from the DSS. I was in the program that day. I called in, I was in the program and I spoke with him and he explained more and elaborated on it. And I told him right there in his program that it's the right step in the right direction. Simon Ekpa himself have talked about it. So many people have talked about that very issue. So many people have complained about that very issue. Simon Ekpa have said it before, even before that very time. But it was that day that it was made open. That was the day the issue was made open. It was made clear to everybody. And that very thing he said is the right direction. It is not, one thing every Biafran has to know is that that word that Simon Ekpa used does not mean disobedience to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People are trying to translate what he said to be disobedient to Mazi. It is not disobedient to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That thing he said is not disobedient to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That we will not take any order from the DSS anymore. Any order coming from DSS is not a disobedience to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want everyone watching this video to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of Biafran struggle. He is the leader of Biafran. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive, he is the leader of Biafran struggle. It doesn't matter where you belong. It doesn't matter the section you are. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in charge of Biafran struggle. And there is no place you will take the case of Biafra without mentioning the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no place on the planet Earth that you take the case of Biafra today without mentioning the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the leader of the struggle. And there's nobody can challenge that. But when it comes to the situation now where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid a strong foundation where we will stand to get our freedom and free him himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been fighting for all of us. He has been fighting for all of us, sacrificing everything sacrificable. He sacrificed his marriage, sacrificed his parents, sacrificed his own well-being, sacrificed his own personality, everything. He put everything on the line, including his own life. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the DSS, in the camp of the enemy. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the camp of enemy. It is the time for every single Biafran, you and I that is watching this video. It is our own time to make sacrifice and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not free himself. And you know why you have to clap very well for Mazi Ekpa for giving that order or giving that instruction. You must have to follow it. Why you must have to follow it is that remember why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya and sent to DSS is because of Biafra struggle. It's because of IPOB. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of an organization that is fighting for restoration of Biafra. That is why he was kidnapped from Kenya. That is why he is standing trial. That is why he is in DSS. You know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to be free today, the only thing he has to do is to denounce the struggle of Biafra. As soon as he denies the struggle for Biafra, he will be freed. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said the time with that number that he will not disappoint us. It is we that will disappoint him. He has said it is either Biafra or death.
Not only being free, self, he will be the richest man in the world. Not only being free.
So, as you have known all these things, the lawyer have come to tell us that the place where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bugged. They cannot have any private discussion with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody can have any private discussion with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without the DSS interrupting. Then, how do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS and then make a suggestion that will bring progress to that organization that the government is fighting against? That organization that the DSS is fighting against, that organization that they want to crush. Then how do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in their captivity, will be in their cage, where they are monitoring and watching anything, and be giving you information that will add to the progress and success of that very actualization of Biafra? It is only somebody who is mentally derailed that will believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can stay in the dungeon there and begin to pass information that has to do with the affairs of IPOB or the affairs of Biafra anymore. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is intelligent, is a very intelligent man. It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have any things on his brain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a lot of things in his brain. He has a lot of information to give, but he cannot pass those information effectively as long as he is in DSS. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decide to speak in code, the people that are supposed to listen to that code, they are people who are clueless. They cannot decode it.
My brother will have a caller here. Let's hear from him before you continue.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you are ready and your environment is quiet. Okay, can you hear us? Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my sister. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. So
right.
I believe you have been on the background. You know what we are talking about. I don't know what you want to contribute. Please go ahead.
My sister, I bless God for your life and my brother choose survival. And anytime,
thank you so much. You're welcome.
Anytime if I see two of you, I feel so encouraged. You know.
Please, can you speak a bit louder so that people can hear you?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So I say whenever I hear two of you, I feel so encouraged. My people, you see, the thing there now is that when your teacher is teaching you in a school, if you listen very carefully, the time of revision, the expo will be given. And it's only the wise that will understand that the expo has already been given.
That's right.
And sometimes my grandmother, to her blessed memory, when she was alive, she says sometimes if you listen, if you have a quarrel with your enemy, sometimes the advantage is there that the enemy might be advising you when you are quarreling with your enemy. Don't just take it that you're just quarreling. Be listening to those words. There's some advice coming in there. There's something Gowon told us. He said if he had known that these people, now so they like money, he would have just paid one or two of them instead of wasting this thing. You see, that thing is not just a mere saying. They are working, the fact they are implementing it. And that is why, even as you are here today now, you are doing this program, just raise your hand that you need that money. They know how to use you to get your people. You see, what our brother, the pastor, just said now, he summarized it. But what I want to tell you is, they have not finished. The enemy we have within is worse than those ones you are talking of. Those guys outside are afraid of us. And the only way they can penetrate us is by using us to get us. That is the only way. And that is why, you see, anytime you see when we divert our anger on those people who they are using against us, they will be jittering. You ask yourself, why? Why? You go to social media now. When you hear that, Ebubago, some people confronted Ebubago, this thing, you see Amajiri on social media, they will be jittering. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Because they know that people have discovered their game and they have risen up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother, he started doing this. Have you forgotten that the jeep, the armor, what they call it, the bulletproof jeep given by to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by governors that was rejected by Mazi Nnamdi, it was the same person. So why are we so surprised? We can't be surprised. So the only thing we have to do is we must let the governors know, let the lawyers know. Look at the type of person coming around you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can't say certain things because he's a coded man.
Yeah.
And that is the problem I have with the people he left the affairs. Because when you fail to understand the language of your leader, you can never be a good follower.
You cannot.
Even you go through the Bible, God has told us a lot of things in a coded languages. It's only the wise that will understand it. If you can't understand it, means that you bent to perish with that word. So what I'm saying is that why I say that whenever I hear your voice, my sister and our brother, I feel so encouraged because look at you, my sister Linda, as a tool God can use to reconcile. You see, there's something I want you to do. What we are doing, all these issues and all this, you see, one of the things that made Ojukwu to fail in his task is because of this thing we are seeing today. Because some people valued that paper called money. We feel that when I have it and my family is comfortable, then any other person can go and perish. And that was a very big tool against him. Now, why I'm saying is, my sister, if you can do a sacrifice, is there any way you can reach out? I'm not talking of peace. I'm not talking of reconciliation. I'm not talking of this thing. Like this man that just spoke now, this wise man the pastor that just called. Have one or two intelligent elders, relevant elders. This, I'm telling you now, is what I suggested to them the last time I called Radio Biafra, and they pushed me aside. If you get these people who might, either they are IPOB or they are not IPOB, let them draft out some words, not words of reconciliation, words of upliftment. These are the things causing these issues among us. And these are the things we have to do. There is need to come together. But the problem I've seen here from my own, I have seen that there are people who have taken this as a career and people who have taken it that, please, we need freedom. And I have seen you, my sister Linda, as somebody who has known the advantage of freedom. It's not about career. You are seeing things in a different perspective. Reach out to people you know that has strong words. Like there's one man from Ghana who spoke one day. I want these people, the only assignment I want you to do with them is that let them have a Zoom call to Radio Biafra, inviting the leader of this movement for a wise discussion not reconciliation. Wise discussion. This is where your people are complaining. You see, when you lead people and you listen to people, sorry that I'm not diverting. I'm not diverting.
Let me answer you before you finish. I understand what you are saying. You know, in this world, I have come to realize that sometimes you may be fighting the same cause with somebody, and within you, you feel that the person is fighting the same cause with you, but along the way, the person is fighting a different cause. I know why I'm saying it. I have seen a lot of people making videos about Biafra, making videos about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You think that they are making those videos, they are doing what they are doing because they believe in it. No, some of them are making it because of money, some are making it because of famous, some are making it because of whatever they believe. So in this case now, if you go and involve yourself in the center, then at the middle you discover that everybody is fighting a different cause. Like this thing you said now, it's possible. If you have been following me, I've been saying it, peace, peace, peace. You may decide to do this thing now and you go to the Radio Biafra. If you are not in Radio Biafra, if you are not there to criticize Simon Ekpa, nobody will welcome you. If you are there to point out mistake that they are doing, they will remove it, just like you say. So what they want is people who can shout, people who can gossip, people who can fight Simon Ekpa, which myself, I do not have that time. I'm going to play a video of the leader of Ambazonia after you finish now. Maybe if you have time, you listen to it, you hear the command of a leader. When a leader is somebody that's supposed to stand in the truth, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not force me, he did not force. It's because you watch his program and you notice that what he is saying is the truth. That is why a lot of people, even people that hated him then, they now follow him because he has proven himself. So what you are saying makes sense. That is why I had been calling that his truth will make sense. But the people that you are talking about, if you carry this program there, they will push you on the floor. So, except if they come to their realization, in Radio Biafra, if you are not ready to quarrel, especially to talk about Simon Ekpa, then you don't have anything. If you are not making sense. So, what you are saying is the
Yeah,
right, and is the thing that we should do. I said it, if we come together with one mind, we can move forward. And you see, Martin Nnamdi Kanu will be released. But you'll be there walking this place. Some people are dragging you back. Some are going this way. Some are going the other way. Then how can we move forward? You can.
okay. My sister, God bless you. What you just said is right. But let me tell you, you don't really know me. Even when you are talking of ambassador, there's one of our brothers. He's a core. When I mean ambassador, there are people making things happen. I am with him almost every week, and we plan and we talk. Thing is going to hello.
We can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Where it is heading is going to be in a direction where some people will be regretting the time. You see, the Nigeria is in a state now where when the pastor told them that this is time to dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if there will be a time you will call for that dialogue, there will be no room. And Nigeria will be surprised that we are in that room now, that no more dialogue. This thing is no, this thing is no, is no more going, it's no more a struggle again. Remember, it has entered into liberation.
That's right.
And now, why I'm telling you, I didn't say that they will call Radio Biafra and be talking. What I'm saying is that if you can have these wise men who are not even IPOB member, but they believe in Biafra and believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I want you to have it. You are very, in fact, I watch your video call them to send a message to them, the leader, that they want to have a Zoom meeting with them. Let it be private. I don't want it. Let it be private, and they will talk sense into them. Because the Ambazonia leader, I listened to his this. In fact, it was why I didn't want to go that direction is that why is it that the bombshell that man released, have you seen any of them talking about it or sharing it? No, because most of them, they don't want this thing to come. What I have found out, you don't know me, I have already gone so deep. I have gone so deep and find out that most of them are under pressure. They don't want this thing to come because they are making serious money from it. But thank you very much. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother, we already known him. Let us not be surprised. Many more are like that. Many more are like that. That is what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, my brother. Thank
I
you. Thank you.
really appreciate
Thank
your
you so much.
contribution and observation.
Thank you so much.
Bless
Thank
you.
Mm.
Okay, my brother, before you continue, let us listen to this Ambazonia president. I know this video, they are not sharing it, but a lot of people copied it. Maybe some people have not seen it. Let us listen to when a leader is talking. They invited him, but at the end of the day, he lectured them. Let us listen to this.
Biafrans sit and hope on the call of their oppressors. It baffles me. You people should think of rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people who committed genocide on him, the people who kidnapped him from Kenya and renditioned him, the people who a couple of years ago
Can you hear it?
more than too many people.
SH0CKING, are you
You
hearing it?
expecting justice from them? Or is it the kind of justice he had a few years behind and it was taken away back from him just last year? Biafrans, you people haven't started. Nigeria takes the lead of 70 million people, and you sit back and hope on the institution created by the same oppressor. Sit up. I don't count on the courts.
Thank you, and I'll show you that Biafrans are doing something about it. And the second to the last question is this. Are you doing anything to ensure the release of Julius Ayuk-Tabe, ex-president of Amazonia, with other activists in jail in Cameroon? Though he was renditioned also from Nigeria, of which after there was a kangaroo court pronunciation in Nigeria that refers to his rendition, which is laughable. So the question is, what are you doing to ensure his release? Mr. Sisiku Ayuk.
The only way Sisiko will be released is when I free Amazonia. That is why on a daily basis, I am mobilizing our people to make sure that we attack the enemy wherever they show their head. We burn their armor cars in Aba. We make sure that we impose economic pressure on them. We delegitimize them. The only way Mandela was free was not because of the benevolence of the occupier or his killers. It was because the South African people stood firm. The Umkhonto was his way, imposed a higher cost on the killing of Mandela. All African countries came together and imposed economic pressure. Siseko will be free. I have been fighting for him on a daily basis. I don't believe in the courts of the occupier. I have said he will not only be free, but he will trade places with those who have killed him. There will be accountability. It's the same thing I prescribe for Biafra. We Amazonians, under my leadership, are fighting on a daily basis. We are making baby steps, and I know that sooner or later, not only Siseko, but the thousands of other Amazonians who are being held captive by a brutal occupier. My Biafran people, you are free. What you have to do is to defend that freedom. It will not be given to you on a platter of gold. Those who committed genocide in your land will not get up one day, take responsibility for the crimes they committed, and set you free. You must realize that you are at a crossroad. The decisions you make today will determine the future of your country. Whether you are free or remain in servitude for the rest of your lives. And the next generation 2 generations from now, Biafrans will rise.
Okay, I will stop it here. We'll continue. You have heard a leader speaking. You have, whenever he's saying something important, they will cut him off and start asking him unnecessary things. So, my brother Chooks, we are still on the issue of taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, of which Simon Ekpa said is not a good idea, and they are trying to twist it, saying that Simon Ekpa wants to how will I put it, monopolize or dominate everything. Let me tell us, if it is not Simon Ekpa, by now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue would have been a forgotten thing. But you know, in everything, when you think that the fire is going down, you will see another person that is enkindling it. Simon Ekpa is pushing this forward. Whether he is working for Nigerian police, I wonder why people say Simon Ekpa. My brother, let me ask you this question. Simon, people are saying that Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government. How is he working for the Nigerian government while he is exposing them, attacking them, and you are telling me that he is working for Nigerian government? From the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court's appearance, I have seen with my eyes. I don't need anybody to be telling me who is working for Nigerian government. Now, I said that I'm working for you, Chook Survivor. Let me say that I'm working for you, Chook Survivor. I will be attacking you, exposing your secret. How possible could that be?
I used to tell people, if Simon Ekpa is a saboteur, all of us must begin to learn to be a saboteur. That is what will bring us Biafra. If Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government, every one of us should learn how to work for Nigerian government so that we can get Biafra. Because it is that thing that he's doing that will give us Biafra. So if anybody is saying that he's working for Nigerian government, I'm not begging the person to believe or not believe. What it means is that everybody, if that thing Simon Ekpa is doing means working for Nigerian government, let all of us continue to work for Nigerian government. If what Simon Ekpa is doing is what a saboteur does, it means that every one of us have to be a saboteur. You see, sometimes these people don't have argument, and talking to them is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Go and check the recent revelation that Simon Ekpa is bringing up, the mind-blowing voice messages that he's playing. Even these people who pretend to be calling themselves working with DOS or whatever, they are secretly praising Simon Ekpa. In one of the videos that was exposed, one person there, one of the chieftain in that very DOS was praised. He said that Simon Ekpa is doing the right thing. But he cannot come to the open to say it because of greed, because of jealousy. Every single one of them that is fighting against Simon Ekpa, they know that he's doing the right thing. But the problem is that they are jealous. Why must it be Simon Ekpa? Why must it be him? Why is it that it's someone? Every single thing that Simon Ekpa is saying, every single thing from A to Z, they are the same thing that that leader of Amazonia, the same thing is what he repeated. He repeated the same thing, word to word. He repeated the same thing. Simon Ekpa said that until we make the Nigerian government know that it is more costly to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity than to leave him, until we do that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be released. He talked about economic sanction against Janjaweed. The same thing the Amazonia man was talking about. When we are talking about acting, massive civil disobedience, do not believe in political solution or whatever the politicians are saying. The same thing was the information we got. So why is people not following it? The only problem is that the people whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have left the leadership in their hand, they are so clueless, so dull to a fault. You don't have anything to offer. You don't have anything to pursue. And you don't want people to offer an opinion. When somebody says something, you know that thing that that person is saying is right. Instead of you to follow it, because it is that person that is saying it, you will not follow it. How can you believe that somebody who claimed to be fighting for Biafra, we are all fighting for our freedom. We are fighting, as we are fighting for Biafra, you are fighting for your freedom. I am fighting for my own freedom and the freedom of our born children. And somebody will come on the platform and say, instead of force to follow what Simon Ekpa is saying, let Biafra not come. Let his unborn children continue to suffer. Somebody who claimed to be a freedom fighter came on live video and say, instead of us to follow the suggestion that Simon Ekpa is bringing, let Biafra not come. And some people are still there listening to him. Some Biafran are still watching his video. They are still sharing his video. It is so sad that everything is clear. When Simon Ekpa makes statements, it is only the dumb one, those ones. You see, in this very Biafran struggle, there are three groups of people in Biafran struggle. Three groups of people. There are three groups of people. Number one, the idiots. Number two, the traditionalists. Number three, the citizens. The number one people, the idiots. You know the idiots. You know what is their work? The idiot can promote anything they see. They can follow every lie. No matter how you lie, they know it is a lie. They know you are lying. They know what you are saying doesn't mean anything, but they will follow you. They will support it. They will tell you no matter what. The idiots will always follow anything you say, even when they know that this thing is a lie. This is a blackmail. There is no evidence. The idiots will continue to follow it. There are many in Biafran struggle. There are the ones that are called traditionalists. The traditionalists, they believe that what they say must happen. They know it better than any other person. This group, there is nothing any other person will suggest that will work for them except that one they suggest. This is another group. And the last group we have in that struggle are the citizens. People like you and I, who are fighting for the collective interest of everybody. They are the citizens. They are fighting for the collective interest of everybody. It doesn't matter where the solution is coming from. Everything that will make Biafra come, they follow it. Anything that stands for the truth, they follow it. Anything that will support the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and freedom of Biafra people, it doesn't matter who bring the suggestion. Because they are citizens, they will always follow it. These are the three groups we have in Biafra struggle. When Simon Ekpa talked about not obeying laws that are coming from DSS, he is absolutely right, 100% right. It is not disobedient to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not an insult to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a letdown to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is to wake Biafran up. It is our responsibility to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will not free himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have fought a battle for us. He fought a battle, put his life on the line. It is our own turn to fight for him. You can't stay in your room and be laughing, and you're waiting the man who has suffered, still in DSS. You want him to give you a command from DSS to come and fight for you. He has fought for so many years, fighting. He has been detained so many times. He lost his parents because of you and I. Now he's in DSS. You are still waiting for him. You are still waiting for him to fight for you from DSS. Are you not crazy? Are we not insane? It is high time we begin to think of a way to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Stop waiting for command from DSS. Even when you know very well that no command will come there that is clean, because they cannot have any private discussion with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give them code, the idiots there cannot defend. They cannot be able to decode what he's saying. They can't decode it. So how can anybody be believing what they're saying? Go and check all the information they have brought from DSS. The very first information that we got there, the very first information there that was legitimate, they refused to obey it. The very first information that was legitimate, that is raw and clear, they refused to obey it. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, give Simon Ekpa a slot to preach in Radio Biafra. Give him a slot. It is not a parable. He didn't tell you, let him say, do this before you do this. It was a direct instruction. Allow Simon Ekpa to broadcast in Radio Biafra. It's a direct instruction. But today you still see people fighting against that same person. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was 2 times he mentioned Simon Ekpa. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was free, he was free. Nobody's holding him. He was with us. He told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa and share his videos. That he is bringing a new dimension. This is when he was free. And when they captured him, he said it again. Allow him to broadcast in Radio Biafra. This information came twice in the most important time in history, in the history of Biafra. It came twice. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was free, he said it. When they captured him, he said it. That was the first statement he made. And up to today, people are saying, I don't know where to follow. I don't know who to follow. The most dangerous people are those Biafrans that are saying they don't know where to follow. Those ones sitting on the fence. They tell you, I don't know whether to follow DOS. I don't know whether to follow autopilot. They are the most dangerous people. Those people who don't know where to follow. They tell you they don't know who is saying the right and who is not saying the right. They are the most dangerous because the truth is open, very, very open and plain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you on 2 occasions on whom to listen to and where to go. And up to now, you say you are confused. You don't know where to follow. You say you don't know what to. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made it very, very clear, he didn't say it in parable. He didn't say it under a condition. He said it clear. Listen to Simon Ekpa. Share his video. He is bringing a new dimension. When they captured him, he said, allow Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra because you know this is the only competent person who can pass the real message. And even today, you can see the reason why he sold Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra. Even when they refuse Simon Ekpa for broadcasting for Radio Biafra, don't you see what his platform is doing? Don't you see what his platform is doing? There is no platform today that can stand the platform of Simon Ekpa when it comes to broadcast. No platform can stand it. Even Radio Biafra have become history. It has become history. You don't longer get education there. Even if they can only be playing the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't talk on Radio Biafra, just be playing his message. That will be better for us. Let them be playing his message. Stop talking. Because every one of us know that now, as it stands now, even when we are talking about autopilot, when we talk autopilot, some of them think Simon Ekpa is in charge of autopilot. Simon Ekpa is not in charge of autopilot. He's not in charge. Our brother Simon Ekpa is not in charge. The person that is the leader of the autopilot is Chukwu himself, God himself. That is why the suggestion can come from anywhere, not only from Simon Ekpa. If you know anything that Chukwu have put in your head, in your brain, in your mouth, in your dream, that tell you that this is what will make us move forward, bring it up. Bring it on. Biafrans will take it. Chukwu is in charge. And that was why when this information come, when this autopilot issue come, it came as a revelation. Mazi Simon Ekpa said it as an advice to DOS that they should be very careful. A time will come when the movement will be on autopilot. Autopilot means when it will be controlled by itself. And at that time, that Chukwu will be in charge. That Chukwu should give them the brain. They should be able to manage it. Give them the brain to follow up. Instead of them praying along or watching closely to see how to follow along, they begin to blackmail people.
My brother,
they begin to tell all manner of lies.
My brother Chooks, there's something somebody wrote here. I want us to see it. Look at it. He said, I refuse to accept the insinuations that Nnamdi Kanu's family are against him. So what do you before I continue, who is this? Onyebuchim Chukwu. Onyebuchim Chukwu, did you watch the court program? You know, sometimes we will post video here, people will not watch it, they just look at the picture, or they will watch it as if they are watching movie. They will just be watching it, they won't watch it with their common sense. They are not watching to understand. Did you watch the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I think it was BBC that first showed the video. Did you watch what happened there? Did you notice anything? Let me tell you what I observed. In the court case, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, the lawyer was there, the brother was there. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu new lead lawyer, in the person of Michael Ozukomen, wanted to have one-on-one interaction with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without distraction. Several times he tried to avoid his brother, but he keep on choking his. It's not even that he will stay by the side. Look at what he's doing. I'm going to demonstrate it. Let me say this is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the lead counsel. The lead counsel was trying to have one-on-one discussion with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while his brother was choking his ear. What is he trying to hear? What is he trying to see, my brother? Before, I wasn't believing that notion, but with what I saw in that court day, maybe you haven't watched the video or you just watched the video. You know, some people will watch it, they'll be looking at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's face, his uniform, or the way he appears. Go and settle down and watch that video properly. Then you will understand what our suspicion is. So, my brother, do you have anything to tell him?
Yeah, Onyebuchi, I wish you can be bold enough to click that link and come on. I wish Onyebuchi can click that link and come on. You see?
Onyebuchi, let me place the link here. Please, you come in and tell us your own observation. I'm posting the link here. Please click on the link, come in, tell us your observation and why you said you don't believe. The link is
Yeah, if Uche onye adịghị ya njọ, Uche onye adịghị ya njọ, you might have a point. He might have a reason why he's saying what he's saying. He might, maybe he have seen something we have not seen. So that is why he has to come on board. You can click the link, come on and explain to us. When we are saying certain things, it is not only because of the court case, not only because of court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you check about information that have been coming, things that have been happening, the attitude of the people and everything, when you put everything together, then you cannot come with an answer. We might be wrong. We might not be 100% correct. We might be wrong. Onyebuchi might have some other thing that he has. He might have other information that we don't have. It is possible. So, why we are coming online to discuss every day is for us to learn from somebody. Since Onyebuchi said we got it wrong, Onyebuchi might have a point that we have not mentioned. Maybe he observed something that we did not observe. So, Onyebuchi, I wish you can be bold enough to click that link and come on to express yourself and tell us what you have found out and why you said what you said.
Myself, ever since they have been saying this, I never believed it until I watched that video for the first time. When I watched the video, Chooks, if you can remember, I called you. I asked you, did you watch this video? You said yes. I asked you, what did you observe? You said the same thing that I said, which means my eyes wasn't deceiving me. You know, before I am not imagining that such a thing will happen after the biblical story we had about Ken and Abel, but I didn't believe it until the court. To the extent the lawyer, go and watch that video, go and watch it, it's still there. To the extent that the lawyer was telling him that's even made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sad. He left them in that place to go and shake hands with the little boy.
He left.
Shake hands with the little boy. If you didn't watch it, go and watch that video. It's still in my channel.
He left. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left disappointed. He left disappointed.
Go and watch the video. So, my brother, we are still going to continue. We will talk about the continuous genocide in Imo State by Hope Uzodimma. Before you say something about that, I'm going to play a video, a voice note. You know, some people, when you are telling them that something is happening, they won't believe you. I want everybody listening to this program to listen to this voice note. This thing is happening live in APPE. This is the condition of APPE in Imo State. Now, let us listen.
Now, Ndami are surrounded everywhere. Matam Egwed, Momanam. Army are surrounded everywhere. They are now entering house by house, entering house to house. That as I'm talking to you now. I slowly Mudur Bomia. I am across the Egwed. The Jihoko line on. Up and out where they have circulated all over the whole Ata, army everywhere. And right as I speak, how can you put Ndame Yisa Hanata? Keboko on the Yisa, where Yisa move. So only God can save us. Everybody pass information. Pass information till it gets to everybody in the platform. There is no more peace in Ata. Thank you. And God bless you all. Because in Kadia Kutre Imo State, Wogane, Chineke Mele and Imo State, Meruma, because when you want a message, because those are running in Imo State. Chineke Mele, I'm a woman, I live, Guinea can even in Hinka, on weekend, Jikaria Imo State. And a Busuru, Makanaga secondary school, primary school, we're going to say. Zero money, Bununo. Iwana Wele Bununo. Rocha Sokroche Lebununo, Hakeme Lebununo, Lebununo. A making head of Lebununo. Captain Iana, somebody Lebununo, Captain Iana, Lebununo. Getting a many states, India Moshige Lebununo, Lebununo. Omash all over the Begragebecuno, Omash Lebununo. Gerum Lebununo, Imo State Lebununo, Imbis Lebununo. Elendo doguno mbise, elendo dogulile nona mbise na mbano elebuno no. Kini ne meni Imo State. Obibiezi na ndi ebuno no ye. Kini ne meni Imo State, we go ne kuroku.
Ana ma abortion de ele ha eso hiri ele bunu no. Ele bunu no hi kedo taji dabata. Hi ka dabata ni Imo State ele be youth Imo State no ye. Nji aba ele bunu ni isu ele bunu no ye. Hi kedo taji dabata. Akwa de jule nde mmadụ anya n'Imo State. Akwa de jule nde nne na nna anya ele bunu no. Gịnị na-eme n'Imo State unu agbachi nkịtị? Gịnị ka a na-achọ ọchịchị ihe nke a? Ndị amị na-abata n'Imo State tụwa mmadụ egbe gbatuo ya enwe ihe na-emelụ. Gịnị ka unu na-eme? Gịnị ka unu gbara ndị amị nkịtị? Egbe nọ elebe unu nọ, akwụnụ nwa ala, ụmụ agwọ elebe unu nọ, akwụnụ nwa ala Obrinze elebe unu nọ, ụmụ agwọ na egbe ma elebe unu nọ, ọma na-elu elebe unu nọ. Elebe unu na-ewezi ndị amị na-arụ, ewezi ndị Igbo na-ewu n'ọrụ, asị na ewezi ndị Igbo nọ ga-amị, enwezi ndị Igbo na-arụ amị, enwezighị ndị Igbo nọ n'amị. Mgbe ndị amị gbatụrụ nwanne unu atụwakwa onye ahụ egbe gbatuo ya mgbe ahụ. Ọwa amị na amị agbatuo ụgbọ ruru ụmụaka ndị aka ha dị ọcha, asị na edowere ya Chineke ka ọ dịwara Chukwu. Chefuo na ewere ihe mmadụ ga-emete mgbe ahụ, ebuso ya mgbe ahụ. Hey, elee ebe gịnị dakwasịrị ndị Igbo? Ya esogbu ike o setiri ihe a adịghị gaa na Port Harcourt ị gaga esigo otu ahụ egbu mmadụ. Mana mgbe ọ chọrọ igbu egbu ebe ọ gawara n'ala Igbo obi Igbo. Gịnị dakwasịrị Igbo ihe nke a? Kedu ndị chiga ndị Igbo? Kedu ndị bubatara ọnwụ ike niile a? Unu ga-atakwa ahụhụ ya ahụ. Oge ya na-abịa. Ebe ndị yutu onye ọbụla chụga ego, onye ọbụla werele obi ya tinye n'ego, ndụ a na-ala n'iyi. Asọrị ndị ala Imo Steeti, amaala Imo Steeti niile okirikiri, onye ọbụla gba nkịtị. Jisinu na ike. O metara nụ jeje. Biko ihe nke a bịakwutere ndị Imo Steeti nwo gịnị? Chineke melee ihe ndị Imo Steeti mere omume a, biko nụ. Onye nweta meseji a biko tụsawara na ndị Imo Steeti. Chineke melee ihe anyị mere omume n'ala Igbo, gịnị ka anyị mere ihe nke a? Ọnwụ ike ji karịa n'Imo Steeti. A na-egbuzi ururu ụmụaka na-agacha sekọndịrị skuul, praịmarị skuul, enweghị onye nwere tose. Eziro ma anyị ele.
So, you people who have heard it, this is what is happening in Imo State right now. To be precise, they say that the army, they have surrendered and you know, they will not publicize this thing in social media. You can never see it. They want to eliminate the youth so that when this thing will start, there will be nobody to defend us. But I believe that God Almighty will be here to defend us, and I am praying for the years to go fast so that Hope Uzodinma will go away from there, because this thing is getting out of hands. Entire community in Imo State ran and left the community like that just because of one person, just because of material things. So my brother Chooks, I don't know if you have anything to say.
My sister, the situation in Biafra land is getting worse every day. It's getting worse. I said it at the beginning of the year. I said it that in this 2022, I said it at the beginning that in this 2022 that every evil is going to increase. Blackmail is going to increase. Killing is going to increase. Sellout is going to increase. It's led for we Biafrans to increase in our own aspect. That is why when I see people telling us to calm down, stop doing this or stop doing that, stop sitting at home, I see those people as people who are mentally derailed. They don't know what they are saying. They don't know what they are saying. Look at the killing that is happening in Biafra land. How many times have they come to talk about it? Do you think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us, do you think that this kind of killing will be happening and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be silent? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be silent why this kind of killing is going on in Biafra land?
My brother, sorry for interrupting you. We'll have somebody here. Nneka, let me bring her in. You will continue.
Okay.
Hello, my sister. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Nneka?
Hello?
maybe you will go. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah. To you all. Yes, my greetings all. To you, Chooks, I greet you all.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Linda, I greet you too. May God continue to bless each and every one of you.
It's
Amen. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly?
yes, we can hear you, but it's shaking.
Okay. I don't know what the problem is.
Continue. I can hear you now. We can hear you.
Okay. My name is Nek and I'm calling from Germany.
Okay.
Welcome.
So to contribute a little concerning your topic today, because the case of this, like somebody that wrote there, he said that they did not believe that the family of our leader will such thing to him. But he was there, everybody was saying it, everybody's complaining. But what I want to tell him is that you should go back. You should go back to the other other videos. To the other videos when the previous videos appeared in his court appearances. The previous videos. That person that wrote that he should go back and watch, and even every Biafran should go back when our leader appears in court, and they will see that this thing that Meme Carlo or whatever they call him, Emmanuel Carlo, whatever they call him, said with the last court appearance of our leader. He had been doing this. When you go back and watch other videos, because I was very, very observant. I used to be very, very observant. To the extent I even called my husband one day. I say, my husband, come and see what I'm seeing here. See how this our leader's brother is running up and down, following the team, putting his says where they are talking, where they're discussing important issues with our leader. Can you see what I'm seeing? See what he's doing? Once our leader comes to the court, he will jump up from his seat and he'll come directly where the legal team is discussing with our leader. What is he doing there? Friends should ask, what is he doing time? They should go and watch the previous videos and see that what I'm talking about is 100% correct.
You're right.
And then they
You're right.
should ask him, what is he doing there? Yes, what is he doing every time? What's our leader working?
Even the lawyer, asked them. If you watch that video very well, Mike Ozokome asked him to give them a breathing space. He refused. He have to shout at him. I don't know why, if people don't have eyes or they are blind. Some people will see the truth. They will not say it. That is why Nigeria is like that, because Nigeria doesn't believe in truth. You will see
because
works in. Go and watch the video. Go and watch that video. You will see.
He will jump up from his seat.
People talk about this. I don't believe it, but I have been following this. But this last court was an eye opener. I saw everything. I watched it. I called my brother Truth. I said, "What's this video? Did you see anything?" He said,
I've been observing it because I called my husband. I've been observing this thing since our leader is appearing in the court. I've been observing it, and I called my husband to the attention of my husband one day. I said, "Watch, see what I'm seeing." This boy, why is he following the legal team, bomber to bomber? Why? Somebody talk, he will look at this person's mouth. Legal team talk, he will look at this person's mouth. And believe you me, his phone is every time on record. His phone
exactly.
If you check it, his phone is every time on record. He tried to record what the legal team is discussing with our leader. He's trying to record each and every word that comes out from our leaders.
You got it.
You agree with what I'm saying? He's recording something, and at the end, he will tell this to the prosecutors, to the enemy of his brother.
The lawyer no got dopụta ya okwu. Ọ chọrọ ịdanye the lawyer n'ọnụ ka ọ jee dopụta ya okwu n'ọnụ.
Yes, and again, his complaint on that court day, this last court day, his complaint was that the DSS is not allowing him to see a leader anymore in the DSS dungeon. That was his complaint, another complaint that he was laying that very day. And he was forcing the legal team to send it to the judge so that the judge will tell the DSS to allow him access to our leader DSS dungeon. So why is he fighting tooth and nail to see that he is allowed to go to our leader in the DSS dungeon? Why is it for that? If the DSS say, we don't want you to come here again, we don't want you to see our leader again, maybe they have witnessed something, or maybe our leader have said something to them. Understand? Our leader said that he don't want to see that brother, his brother again. But he's for himself, to the lawyers, to the legal team, to tell the judge, to tell the DSS to allow him to continue coming to see in the DSS dungeon. All Biafrans to start asking questions. What is the mind of this boy? What is his intentions? And I believe also that his brother Ken Kanu also and the so-called criminal DOS have already planted him there, getting information from the legal team. He's the one that is giving them feedback. Once the legal team come out from that place, he will go and give them the information, and it is a hearing direct from our leader. He's the one that is giving them all the information that they need, that they're using to brag in social media.
You're
Understand
right.
me? And then,
Right.
why? Because I'm 100% convinced that his evil brother Ken Kanu is the one that planted him there, and also they planted him there. Also, he is working for the prosecutors. He is working for. Therefore, you hear what I'm saying right now. That boy is working for the prosecutors. When he gets all the information, he will give it direct to the prosecutors and will use it against our leader. Understand me now? So whenever he's there, he's on record. He's recording whatever he's hearing from the legal team. If not, why is he every time walking up and down, moving around with our legal team? The brother hears all secrets, all their secret discussion, and he knows that that is the only place that our leader and legal team have access to discuss important things that we enter
critical issues
privately. Understand? But
that's
why he knows about it. That is why he's running up and down to get that information from right inside the courtroom, which he cannot get from the DSS dungeon. So that place is the right place for him to get this information from the legal team that passed into the ear of his brother. Now, I'm very, very happy that that the Biafrans are very, very wise. They know where to focus, and they exactly know what right now. And people that is, if you watch, people that is following the criminal DSS and all their whatever, they know what they're fighting. They are fighting for their pocket.
Exactly.
They are fighting for their pocket because no reasonable somebody that will see what is happening from the family of our leader will continue to follow these people blindly.
All right.
Understand? So they know what they are doing. So I thank you so much, my dear brother Chooks, and you, Linda. I always watch your videos in the YouTube. I always watch your video, my sister Linda. You people should continue this good work, and I'm very happy that people that knows what free fighting is, they're together now to team up with Mazi Simon and Ekpa to fight this battle. We are in the final stage right now. Our freedom is in our hands. Our freedom is in our hands. It's now or never. It's now or never.
That's right.
We must fight to the end. We must fight to the end. The only obligations that the people in Biafra land is holding us is only to obey the instructions that will be given to them from the new voice of Biafra that Mazi Simon has established right now. What they should do for us now is always put their ear down in that radio station and to hear when they say do this, and they have to do it. They have to do it if really they want freedom. If really they want to be free from slavery. Really they want to enjoy their children's children to come to not to suffer what we are suffering right now. They have to join hands together with Mazi Simon and all the autopiloters to fight this battle to the end. Understand me? So when they say sit at home, Sundays and Mondays, sit at home. That is the that is the only thing that we have to do. Us. Understand? Freedom is not given at the planter of gold. That is what Joe Ayaba said. It's not given at the planter of gold.
Never, it has never.
You must not relax until when they give it to you. No, it can never come. It can never come. And with this thing that these people are doing in the with our leader over there in the court and in the DSS dungeon, can never take any instruction from there, because we don't know where the instruction is coming from.
Exactly.
If any instruction that is coming there is under duress. Is under duress. Any instruction coming from dungeon, that dungeon there is under duress. We can no longer take it.
You're right.
So Biafra, please join hands with the autopiloters and with Mazi Simon Ekpa to fight this battle to the end. When they say, when these people are coming to kill you, attack them. Don't sit down again. No word, none of the word we said that we have. This is self-defense. We need to
self-defense all the way. Self-defense.
We need
Absolutely.
to defend ourselves. We need to defend ourselves. We are not a terrorist or anything. We don't even care anymore right now, whatever they call us, because they are there. These people are killing us every day by day. They are reducing our number every day by day. They keep quiet. Everywhere is silent. The whole world is silent. Now have come for Biafrans to take their freedom in their hands. When they attack you, attack them back. Don't sit back to see our young men being wasted every day, being killed every day, being massacred every day. We have to rise and attack them. When they come, if they kill one from us or us, kill 10 from them. Of the armor tanks they come with, don't allow that armor tank to escape that place. Make sure you set it in a place. If possible, collect it from them. If you have the chance to collect it from them or set it ablaze. So enough is enough. Let us put this criminal DOS aside and all the evil family for their leader. Look at what the system, which is evil husband called Master Prophet. Look at what they're doing.
Those ones
on social media.
Those ones, no need to talk about them. Those ones are very irrelevant. Their own case is even the worst. They are very irrelevant. No need to talk about them. They have nothing to offer.
Money. Even care. Brother, come out. How can my is every time finance? Who is in charge of finance? Who they must listen to concerning finance? Who must hold the money? Money, finance. That is the only thing you'll be hearing from them. What an evil family. What an evil family. That our leader wants freedom does not mean that them to want. Understand me? That's why they are family. You know that they're supporting our leader. Because if they're supporting our leader, everybody will see it that they're supporting our leader. Even that his so-called brother there, follow him, or whatever he called himself. If he's a genuine freedom fighter, they would have catch him. The people that catch his brother would have also catch him and put him in that dungeon too. If he's really a good freedom fighter, a genuine freedom fighter, they will hold him and throw him there too. Because they knew that he is. Yes. They knew that he's there for them, that is looking for them, That is why they allow him there. That's why they allow him to be there. Do you see them disturbing him? He'll come in the court as if he's the president's son. He'll be making calling with those people that want to jail your brother.
Very funny.
Jail your brother, you're making friends with them, shaking hands with them. Can you imagine? So anybody that is following this DOS people of 18, they are birds of the same feather. They know what they're gaining from these people. That is why they're still following them blindly after seeing going on. So thank you, my brother and my sister, for this good work you are doing for Biafrans.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have spoken well. Thank you so much.
In the mighty name of Jesus. I
Amen.
really appreciate this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my sister. You are blessed. You have spoken very well.
Thank you for having me.
You have spoken very well. Thank you so much.
You say you cannot come in. I don't know why. I placed the link there. Once you click on this link will bring you in. It will ask you whether you want to come in audio or video form. So this is the link, but as time goes on, I'm going to provide a WhatsApp call so that people from Nigeria who do not have access to the internet can also call in. But for now, we are using this link. If you click on the link, it will bring you in. So my brother, I don't know where we'll stop before our sister calling. I thank her so much. At least she have cleared the person that is still believing. Before, when people talk about that none of his family member was involved, their family member is involved, I don't believe it. In fact, I don't like such until I saw what happens in court. It's not even good. It's not even good. I still imagine how this thing can be possible for your brother, somebody, if it is your cousin, your nephew, or your relative, I will understand it. But the same person that come out from where I came out, I wouldn't imagine such thing happening. But we are in a world of uncertainty, and a human being, according to one book I read, is unpredictable. So if God can open our hearts and we will see people's hearts, you will know that the person you rely on is the greatest enemy that you have. And I also want to make people to understand, sometimes we'll have people who call friend, brother, and sister. You'll be telling them things about you. You'll be telling them your progress. You'll be telling them your secret. Remember, you are killing yourself, because those people are the worst enemy that you have on this planet Earth. Because somebody who do not know, even sometimes people will call our enemies, they are our best friend. Our enemies will help you. Your enemy will help you, but that your best friend will not help you. For example, now, watching this program, the person that knows you very well will come here. They will not like it. They will not share it. They will just stay there. But your enemy will watch it. They say, hey, see this woman. What is she talking here? Before you know it, she will carry the video, share to another person. Hey, look at this. Look at this woman. Look at what she's doing. And that his best friend will not carry it. Look at that, my friend, I told you. Look at that woman she's talking about. Before you know it, they have helped you. They think they are doing you bad, but they have helped you. But the person that knows you can never help you. So we should be careful. I believe we should learn something from what happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He opened his heart. He trusted a lot of people. He trusted everybody. He took everybody to be like himself. But unknowingly, that human beings are not predictable, including myself. You cannot predict me. You cannot tell what is in my mind. I may be speaking another thing, but a different thing. Some people that are fighting for Biafra, when you speak to them, that's why I don't like to be associating myself in a group, all these group, because you think that all of you are fighting the same cause, but you don't know that people have different agenda. If not, I don't know how somebody that is fighting for Biafra agitation will wish that Biafra should not come. And tomorrow you want me to join in that group. You think you are fighting the same thing. You don't know why. You don't know what is in their mind. So my brother will have a caller here. Nnamdi, welcome to the program. I'm going to bring you in. I hope your environment is quiet so that people can hear you.
Yes.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good afternoon from here. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Welcome.
You're welcome, Nnamdi. Thank you for calling.
Yes, my brother Chooks. Greetings to you. And Linda TV, I've been following you for a very long time. I really appreciate this moment and the opportunity given to me.
Thank you so much.
See, yes. Yeah, you see, I must tell you that here we are in Imo State. Everything that is happening, our government, our governor knows everything.
All right.
You see, they are just using us to achieve their goals. They are just using us to, you know, to do whatever they like, treating us like a slave, which we are not. But I think the Biafrans have taken their destiny in their hands, and we are not listening to any DOS or anybody again. That's why you see when they come, we kill them. So I want to use this opportunity to tell all our brothers and sisters here in Imo State in particular, Biafra land, if any one of you come across all these killer military men in uniform, whatever you can do it. If they kill any of us,
they are
yes,
terrorists.
of course.
So you have to take them out. They are all terrorists.
You're right. You're right. Here we are around this our environment. We don't allow them. They don't come in. We don't allow them. They don't come in. They can only do it there that the governor gave them right. As of this area we are, I can't disclose here because if I disclose it here, when they hear it now, you see them. They employ their men. But I'm telling you, yes. But I'm trying to tell my brothers, the ones on ground. Hence, these people come and kill anybody, wipe them out. Yes, we don't give shit here. Wipe them out. Thank you very much. I like the program. I like what you guys are doing, Linda and Simon Ekpa. I must say he's a man God sent to us at this point to deliver us. We Biafrans, we are hearing, we know everything.
Appreciate Simon Ekpa. What Simon
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother.
For close to 2 hours now. My West is paying me talking. Simon Ekpa is working. He will go to work. He come back during his break. He broadcast. And here in Europe, it's not like Nigeria where you can go just sign paper. Some people are even sleeping in the office. After sleeping, you will end up here. Whatever you must work before you get your money. Any money you make in a genuine way here is your sweat. Simon Ekpa is working. He has family. Still, people will not appreciate him. What they are looking is the money. They say the Simon Ekpa gets super chat off. Go and sit down and talk now. Talking is it easy? Is it easy for you to stand here and be conjoining English together and be talking for over 2-3 hours? People think it's easy. These 2 hours is enough for somebody to sleep, right? It's enough for me to watch a movie. But you devoted instead of people to appreciate you, they will be attacking you. In fact, I thank God for somebody like Simon Ekpa. He's a very intelligent, strong, and hardworking man. If not, they would have pushed him inside gutter.
You are right. You're right.
Yeah, my brother Nnamdi, before you go, I need to. I really appreciate you coming in. It is very important. Every word you said here is very important because you are on the ground. You are on the hot zone, the Imo State we are talking about. You saw we played a voice note that came from Imo State. You know, sometimes when we are bringing all this information, people will think we are making it up. People will think we are lying. So it is always very important when you get the first-hand information from people who are on the ground. Everything you are saying there now is confirming everything we are saying. Every information that comes to us, we send it out there, but some people sometimes they think we are just ranting. It is very important each time we come on program, if you can come out and say something, you come out and say, mainly those people who are on the ground, because the world is watching. Why we are making the broadcast is for the world to hear. It is not for them to come to our aid. We know they will not come. It is not for them to come and save us. We know they cannot save us. They can't give us our freedom. It is for them to know. So that when we activate this very self-defense that we have activated now, they will not say they didn't hear it. For a very long time, we have been shouting online, telling them the kind of genocide that is happening in Biafra land, the way they are taking the life of people, mainly in Imo State, the way Hope Uzodinma is killing people. We have been shouting about it, talking about it. People think it's a joke.
It's
now
too
the
much.
whole world has had it. This time around, it is not time for complaint. Just as you said, Everything you will do to defend yourself and make sure that the terrorists don't exceed your area, continue to do it. That's the right thing. That is the right information. Just as you are protecting your area, every other person watching from any part of Biafra land, anything you can do to defend yourself from the terrorists, do it. Do it. Nobody's going to protect you. The governors are not there for us. The so-called politicians are not there for us. No international community is going to come. Just like our brother Bozona said, we will defend ourselves by all means possible. We will defend ourselves and we will make them know that it is much more expensive to continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity than to leave him outside. Until when we do that, that is when we have our freedom. And when we are fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are equally fighting for our own freedom to free Nigeria, to free Biafra. And we must be free. I thank you very much for coming into this program. I thank you for everything you have just said. Other people out there who are watching will learn from what you have just said. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Will continue to protect you and secure you wherever you are. You will see Biafra and you will walk into Biafra. Nobody will touch you.
You said?
So, my brother, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. God,
you're welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, Chief Survivor, let's continue. I don't know where we'll stop. We are still talking about the genocide. I think we should go to another thing because we are going towards the ending of this program. The plan, I believe you saw the news yesterday. Now they plan to remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court trials venue to unknown place. You saw the reasons they gave. What do you think that would be, or what is their purpose of doing this? They said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is occupying or distracting other cases. That is not only that case that they have on that day. That is the reason why they want to remove it from there. What do you think that made them to be doing this? But in the first place, this is not an ordinary case. This is an international case. It should be sitting at the federal center of the country. Now, I don't know why they want to shift it to, maybe they will shift it to a place where people will not even know. The next thing now, you will hear that they have passed their judgment. So what do you think that made them to be shifting this case? If you are just joining us, please, you can call in to contribute. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, click on that red button. When you subscribe, put on your notification. Sometimes you guys say you don't get my notification. If you subscribe, now YouTube have made it easy. Once you subscribe here, if you subscribe here, now you will see a notification button. Set it to all. So if you set it to all, anytime I upload anything in my platform with that notification, you will see it. It will be more easier for you. So my brother, continue from there.
Thank you, my sister. On that very issue, you know, Nigeria is what we call Chibuanozo. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Once they break, you know, and mainly in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they don't have any charges against him. They know they don't have anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only strategy they have is delay. Today is either they are amending the charges, or they are talking about increasing the charges, or they are talking one thing or the other. They don't have any charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing they will continue to do is this delay. And that is why Biafran people have to wake up and do everything possible to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only us will free him. Nobody will free him. We woke up and saw the news that they want to change the location of the court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they changing the location? There is no reason given. There is no point they gave. The point they gave is irrelevant. And even in the actual sense, if you look at it in the actual sense, the court in Abuja do not have jurisdiction to sit for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. And that is one of the cases that our legacy have filed. The court of Abuja doesn't have the jurisdiction to sit on that case. They don't have the right. That case is supposed to be sitting in Abia State. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be handled in Biafra land. That is where the crime was committed. The charges, that is where it come from. All the charges that are charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are things that happened in Biafra land. So it is not something you're going to be sitting in Abuja. But in the excuse they are giving, is because of crowd. That because of the crowd that are coming there, that is why they want to change the venue. They are afraid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in their captivity. They have tried by all means to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not have support, but they have failed. They have seen that the Biafran people are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 99.9% of people in Biafra are still supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when they are holding the case in Abuja, with all their threats, with all the armored car they bring, with all their police, with all their threat, with all the intimidation, Biafrans are still coming to show solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. They are still coming to show the solidarity. With all the threat, with all the problem, all the things they are doing, Biafrans are still coming to show solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is what they are afraid of. They have tried by all means to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain irrelevant. They want to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant in Biafra land, but they didn't succeed. They have not succeeded. If every court day you see people coming there with all the intimidation, you will hear they arrest people, they intimidate people, but still people are still coming. Now they have lost it. They are trying to change the location. And you know they will never shift the location to a place that will favor us. They will always shift it to a place that will not favor us. But we will not agree to that.
We'll have a caller here, Princess. Let's hear from Princess. Princess, you are welcome. I hope your environment is calm.
Linda and Mr. Chus.
Welcome to the program. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank God. Having been listening to your program all this while, Linda, thank you for this thing you're doing right now. Like, I've been following you for long, but I know that you always post videos of what is happening. You know, I was even shocked seeing this live broadcast now. I think God of Biafra is really working on everybody this time around. The spirit of autopilot is really working. Thank you, Mr. Chus. You guys are doing a marvelous work. At least you guys are not here on ground. You are doing a marvelous job. We that are on ground, we are limited to so many things, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm calling from my location, Imo State. Yeah, that's where I'm calling from. Yeah. So, like the video you played earlier, yes, a lot of things are happening here, you know, but the way it's being announced is not really the way it's happening. You know, there are some things that are being cut off from the public, but so many things. In fact, we are in war zone here. It sounds very simple, but it's not easy here. And I believe if other Biafrans on ground can, this sit at home of a thing, you know, Imo State, before they activated it, at a time they reduced, you know, if they can, for me, since that sit at home, this is a call of sit at home the first time, I've not been outside every Monday. Mondays, my shop is locked. I don't go to shop. If they call me, you have customers, I say, I am not coming. Yeah, they will keep calling me Ada Biafra. Now only you go give us Biafra. But it's just the little sacrifice that I can make.
Exactly,
So
exactly. That is it.
If others can, this thing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he is, he's not there for himself or his family. He's just there for all of us.
Yes.
He's there, especially we that are on ground. He's there for us because we are suffering here. You go to school, you graduate, and at the end of the day, you will not see job. And you manage to create one for yourself, they will just come and rubbish you. You know, you start business today, next tomorrow, you will not even have up to your capital, talk more of gain. So many things are happening. We are in war here, but people will not understand. Cold war. This is just a cold war that we are fighting in this, especially in this state precisely, because nobody is listening to you. There's a video that Simon played yesterday. The guy that was complaining about what is happening in Imo State, be back off a thing.
Yeah.
That thing is out of hand. And to be honest, that guy is the only guy in Imo State that is bold enough to stand up and challenge the government and say, this thing you are doing is not good. And they keep tracking him. They want to kill him by all means. He's the only guy that can say it's no other person, not even the our so-called House of Assemblies or members. Those ones, they don't even exist. We don't even know if we have House of Assembly members here because they don't talk. So many things are happening, and you'll be imagining that there are people you elected in, at least the ones that come from your village, but they cannot even say, and they're only there for their salary. That's all. We are not finding it funny. We are not finding it funny. They keep adopting youths. Not that youth. If you hear youth, you'll be thinking of it. Maybe it's from 18 years and above. They are even adopting 16 years old boys,
Oh my
15
God.
years old boys. They will go to their father's house. They will take them away from their parents. And nobody is questioning them. Nobody is talking. That guy is the only one, and his radio station, Osisa FM, they are the only ones that report what is happening in Imo State. You will not hear it from any other radio station.
It's good, my sister. It's good that you came online. As you are speaking now, people are hearing you. We want more people to be speaking up from mainly that Imo State.
Yes.
We thank you very much for having that courage to come and speak. Because sometimes when we are passing that information from abroad, people think we are making it up. People think we are just blackmailing the government. But when they hear from you people that are in Nigeria, they will not begin to believe. Everybody are watching. Some people will watch to come. People are watching. That is why we are doing all this program we are doing. So that people can call in and they say the exact situation of things. Because when we say it, they think we are exaggerating it. But look at it. Somebody from Biafra, our sister from Biafra land, calling and telling us the exact situation.
When I make video about it, people will say you are creating tension, you are outside creating tension. I received the video. If YouTube is a platform that permits all this video, if I show you people how they slaughter people in Imo State, you will say, what is this? But because the platform we are using doesn't accept those things, and when you say it orally, people do not believe. So that was why I stopped making videos about this, because when you make it, you will see in the comment section, how sure are you about it? Are you there? You are creating tension, you are doing this, you are doing that. I said maybe, sometimes I said maybe because it have not gotten to your own. When it got to your own, then your eyes will be open. So my
Yes,
sister,
that is true. Like what our people always say, I say
exactly.
But things are really happening. Some villages now, they don't stay in their village again. They have run away. And most of them don't even have a place to go to, but they just have to run away. So many things are happening here on ground. My sister-in-law used to work in Olu local government, Osu local government, or thereabout, that Olu side. She stopped going to work because of the insecurity that are there. They're always running. Militaries are always chasing people. Now it's not just that they go and adopt, they go and steal. They will come to your house, they will adopt your child, they will still steal from you. The one that called on radio yesterday morning, one old woman, she was crying that they came to her house, they took away her son, they went right inside her room, they took her husband's phone, removed the SIM card, kept it for him on the floor, collect the phone. They went to her backyard because she used to sell drink. They opened her drinks. They drank everything. Military. This one is military, not a Musu. This one is military.
They are all terrorists. These are a bunch of terrorists in uniform. These are Boko Haram. Boko Haram people, they gave uniform, all of them.
Yes. I just pity those that refuse to understand the war we are in this country, in this state precisely. I just pity most people. They take it lightly because maybe they have people in government. They thought that that's how it would be, but it's not. Please, my fellow Biafrans, we just have to stand up to our right. Or die and die. If you talk, they will kill you. If you don't talk, they will still kill you. So it's better you speak up. It's better you speak up. Die for the truth than die for the wrong thing.
Exactly.
If I just thank God that Mazi Simon Ekpa, God have to bring him this critical time. At least he's doing a very Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he's taking Biafra struggle to a new dimension. True, he's a new dimension. He's doing a great. Since I've been worried about people on ground, how are they going to, because of this rubbish they are doing in Radio Biafra? So you see people on the ground, they will just be talking of what is happening on Radio Biafra.
It's so painful when you still see people talking about leadership. Look at Chike Dozie, who is the HOD. This thing we are talking about is happening in his own state. Chike Dozie is from Olo. He's from Olo. And all this is happening. He's not saying anything. I have not seen him come on Radio Biafra to broadcast and shout and talk like a man and speak. Even if you cannot fight, speak as like a man and encourage people.
Why would he speak? egburu nwanne ọ mgbe egburu onye nke ya okwu okwu.
Ọ ga-emechakwa rukwa onye ọbụla aka. Ọ ga-eru onye ọbụla aka. It will get to them one after the other. It will. I just thank God for this voice of Biafra now. At least so many people now will start listening to the truth, because people on ground has been deceived so many times. They have been deceived. They don't know what to believe. So I just thank God that this voice of Biafra now, they will start listening to the real thing that is happening, and they will start following the right instructions. That is just my because I'll be praying for that since, and this thing has come up. I just thank God for everything. Simon really is really doing a very great job. You guys are really trying. This is the hard time. You know, when the battle is getting tougher, you know that we are close to our victory. I just thank God that you guys are really wonderful. You are nailing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We thank you too. Those of you on the ground, we thank you. And we are praying for you. Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect you. All of us, we walk into Biafra alive. They will never take our life. No matter what they try, no matter the attack that come, no weapon formed or fashioned against you over there shall prosper. Those of you who are on the ground, you people are fighting for us. You are the backbone we have. And Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to protect you. Nothing will happen to you people. Nothing. No matter how they try, Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to secure you. No weapon of the enemy shall have power over you people.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my sister. The Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to guide and protect you.
I thank God. Even I just put to bed. I couldn't stay in the hospital a night because of gunshot. I have to rush, come back with my baby. You know, we have to be discharged that very night because of what is happening. Strange bullets flying everywhere. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's hard here, but people will not know. It's hard. Even last night, strange bullets on the roof. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? You cannot go outside to check now. Well, if outside in here for you just have to lock your door very tight. It's not easy here, but we thank God for everything. We shall live to tell the story.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
We'll survive. Nothing will happen to you, my sister.
Thank you.
I just pray that God will open people's eyes to see what Simon Ekpa is doing. I just pray that God will open the eyes of the people to see the work of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is doing a very great job. What Simon Ekpa is doing, myself, I cannot do it. So, my brother Chooks, let's quickly look at the speech of Ambazonia president that I just played the video. I believe you watched the video. The video is about more than 1 hour, 30 minutes. So you listened to the interview. What did you observe from the interview on Radio Biafra?
My sister, the speech of the Ambazonia, the deputy leader of Ambazonia, who is outside now fighting for Ambazonia, his speech is direct and clear. Every single thing he has said from beginning to end, I see the same thing Simon Ekpa is preaching. Everything that Simon Ekpa is pushing forward and preaching, that is what that man told in Biafra, in Radio Biafra. The advice he was giving the leadership of IPOB, the advice he was giving them is exactly the same thing Simon Ekpa have been saying. Civil disobedience, massive civil disobedience. Do not believe in your occupier. Do not believe in your enemy. Do not listen to your killer. Don't believe your killer. Don't hope on the court of your enemy. Simon Ekpa is talking about economic sanction. He still said it. Economic sanction. The ambassador people, even they are doing it. Impose economic sanction on that very area. Make sure that the place is uncomfortable for the enemy. He also advised us to make sure that they know that, make sure that they begin to feel the effect of the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let them know that holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity is much more expensive and much more costly than leaving him outside. We have to make the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very expensive for them. And that is what we're pushing forward all this while. Our partners in Ambazonia came openly to give that advice. They gave that advice to the leadership of IPOB. Instead of them to take that advice, they tried to demonize him. Instead of them to take that advice, they refused to share the video. They refused to share the video. They are busy sharing blackmail, sharing gossip, blackmail. That is what they share. But a legitimate advice that was given to them, they didn't share it because it affects them. That is the only way for us to go. Biafran people must stand up and speak up. We must stand up anywhere we are. If you are in Biafra land, try to listen to radio Voice of Biafra. Try to listen to Voice of Biafra. I think 97.5 FM. Connect to it. Connect to it. The Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM. Connect to it so that you can be able to hear what is happening. If you are listening from Biafra land, talk to your parents, talk to your old elderly ones, those who doesn't have data. Let them connect to that very 97.5 FM and hear what is happening. Hear the right story. Every Biafran must continue to strengthen themselves. We have to embark on a massive civil disobedience. Sit at home. If you have not started, this is now to activate it. Sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Tomorrow is a massive sit at home. Next tomorrow, the same thing. Sit at home. Economic sanctions. Stop giving your revenue. Stop giving your revenue to the Janjaweed. Don't pay to the local government. Don't pay to the state government or federal government. Take it back. It will be important for you in time to come. This is not a time to cry. It is a time for civil disobedience. Defend yourself by any means possible. Defend yourself. If you're one of those who is fighting for Biafrans in Biafra land, if you're one of the defenders who are on the field, continue to do. If you have a means to defend yourself by all means possible. If you don't have anything important to do outside, stay at home. Not only on the sit-at-home day. Any day you don't have anything to do outside, stay at home. It is not the time to move out at late hour. It is not the time to move out at an odd time. When you wake up and your spirit doesn't permit you to move, stay at home. That is the way to stay alive. There is war happening in Biafra land. The whole world here hear it. War is going on in Biafra land. Genocide is going on in Biafra land. The whole world have refused to do anything. They have refused to listen to us. It is only we that can secure ourselves and save ourselves. We cannot continue to die. We can't allow ourselves to continue to die. We will defend ourselves by all means possible. And that is what we will do. No matter how they try, no matter the kind of misery they throw, no matter the angle they come from, we will continue to defend ourselves until Biafra comes. The time is now. Every Biafra must wake up. Stop sleeping. Stop sleeping. Wake up and defend yourself. It is no longer a joke. Biafra is very close. It is closer than ever. And as you are fighting for your self-defense, as you're fighting for Biafra, you are equally fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is one of the reasons why our brother Samuel said that he made that broadcast openly and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be held responsible for anything that we do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be held responsible for any action we take. We are taking every action on the ground by ourselves. So if the Janjaweed think that they are going to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu responsible for what we are not taking order for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. We are not taking order for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. And everything that we do, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be held responsible. That is why we have to defend ourselves by all means possible. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid of what people will say. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are. Any place you are in the planet Earth, Chukwu will protect every one of us. Any hand that has shared this video, if you have shared this video and supported this program, Chukwu will continue to protect you and secure you. You will walk into Biafra land with your foot and you will see Biafra. You will enjoy Biafra. If you are from Oduduwa land, you will walk into Oduduwa land and enjoy Oduduwa. Any indigenous tribe or any tribe you are in and you are genuinely fighting for freedom, you will see freedom and you walk in freedom. Chukwu will continue to guide and protect us. May Chukwu guide and protect Sunday Igboho, secure Sunday Igboho and set him free so that he will continue to battle. Our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Even the weapon from home, weapon from abroad, we come from the enemy. Any plan, any evil that have injected the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never have effect. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to be strong. Chukwu will protect him and secure him. Thank you so much, Biafrans, wherever you are. Every one of us will walk into Biafra with our food. We will never lose faith. Biafra is close, and we will see Biafra. Thank you so much, Biafrans.
Okay, my brother, before you round up, within 5 minutes, please, can you give advice to these our Biafra brothers that have devoted themselves in ritual in place of traditionalism or something like that? What advice do you have to tell them before you go?
My sister, on that very issue of the ritual killing that is happening, the money ritual that is happening. Money ritual is not a solution to wealth. It cannot make you rich. No matter the kind of money ritual you make, you cannot be the richest man in Africa. It doesn't matter. So how can you be killing your fellow human being when you won't even be the richest man in your village? No matter the kind of ritual you do, ritualists you do, you will not be the richest man in your village. So why do you have to engage in it? How do you want to engage in it? And for those of us who are talking about tradition, if you are preaching tradition, be straightforward in the tradition you are preaching. None of us is standing against tradition. We are all supporting our tradition. We know what our tradition says when it comes to marriage. We know what our tradition says when it comes to the kind of food we eat. We know what our tradition says when it comes to the way we marry, the way we cook, the way we dress. Those are the traditions we have to protect. We know what our tradition says when it comes to prayer. There's a way we pray traditionally, genuine prayer. When it comes to treatment, taking herbs, we know what our tradition says. We uphold that and we follow that to the last. But when it comes to doing charm and juju, deadly charms and juju, that is not our tradition. They are borrowed tradition. And we don't support that. Money ritual is not our tradition. Making charms against your brothers and sisters is not our tradition. Making charms and juju is not our tradition. Anything you are doing to enhance yourself is not our tradition. It is our tradition to be hardworking. The Biafran people are hardworking people. They do things right. They work hard to earn everything they have. Biafrans work hard to earn everything they have. They work hard. That's why you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has today, he earned it. The popularity he has today, he earned it. The respect he has today, he earned it. The support he has today, he earned it. He didn't command for it. He didn't demand for it. He didn't fight for it. He earned it by his hard work. He earned it by his truthfulness. He is so truthful and so consistent. That is why we are where we are today. And that is why everybody is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in every platform. If you're one of those who think that you can have a shortcut to wealth, there is no shortcut to wealth. If those people who did that money ritual, if they tell you what they are facing, if they can be truthful and tell you what they are facing, you will never beg to be a ritualist. No ritualist have peace in his life. No ritualists have peace in his life. And they don't even have the money. How can you kill a fellow human being to make money and yet you are not the richest in your village? You are not the richest in your village. After killing so many people, yet you are not the richest. You can only be afford to buy few cars and build some few houses. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it. Ritual killing is not our tradition. And everybody that is encouraging, if you see any video that is encouraging ritualists, if you see any video that is encouraging people to enhance themselves in one way or the other, committee be making charm and you, don't promote such video, don't share such video. Don't even comment on such video, just walk. When you see videos that are not impacting people in a positive form, don't share it, walk away. Don't promote evil. We know what our tradition says when it comes to what we should obey in our tradition. None of us is standing against our tradition. But when you are preaching and telling us to go back to tradition, do not tell us the kind of tradition you want us to go back to. We are ritual killing is not our tradition. Charms and juju is not our tradition. We know what our tradition says and we'll continue to follow it. We know how to pray, we know how to marry, know how to dress, know how to cook. These are our traditions and we uphold it. I pray and I hope that SH0CKING will give us the grace to continue to follow the right path and continue to pass the right message to our children and unborn children, to keep that flag flying, the flag of truth and consistency. Only you and I will free ourselves. Nobody will free us. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That is what the good book says. Thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for your time. Always, every Saturday, you create that time to be here. It's not easy. May SH0CKING bless you. If you don't know Truth Survivor, you are missing a lot. This is his name, and the platform name is Truth Survivor in YouTube and on Facebook. If you want to be hearing hottest news, please always watch his channel, subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you will know when he upload video. Of course, he upload videos on daily basis like myself. And I want to, my brother, have a good day. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my sister. Bye, Biafra. Thank you.
So, if you are meeting me for the first time, please, my name is Linda, and here we talk about Biafra and news that is going on in Nigeria. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please click on that red button that says subscribe. You put on your notification bell so that you'll be getting notified anytime I upload video. That notification bell is very, very important. Even if you subscribe without putting on notification, you will not see my videos, let alone now that YouTube is funny. And sometimes some of you say your title do not match your videos. Go and study what is called caption. Sometimes those videos, when you see them, they don't have a title. You have to think. This thing have to do with brain. Sometimes a day my brain will be tired, my brain will be empty, because you'll be thinking on the title you will give the video. Sometimes you think about the picture that you will use to design. This thing is not easy. If you think it's easy, I will teach you how to open up a YouTube channel. You will manage it and you will see that it is not easy. So if you are writing on my video, please mind the way you write, because if you look at me, I'm not the type of person that insults people. But when you push me to the wall, just like Simon Ekpa has been pushed to wall, I will be forced to insult you. But I pray that I don't insult anybody. If you don't like the video, just go. Just leave it. Just leave it. Don't write nonsense. Somebody came to me. I like replaying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu old broadcasts to freshen the minds of our people, because it seems a lot of people are forgetting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the essence of replaying those his old broadcasts that make sense. All of his broadcasts make sense. So somebody wrote there, say I should stop replaying this, that they are using their data. If you click on the video, find out that you don't like it, all you need to do is just leave it. Don't watch it. It's not by force. Instead of you to be writing something that I don't understand, because I wouldn't like to insult anybody. It's not in my blood, and I pray nobody should push me. So we are going to end here today. Next week, Saturday by 2 p.m., we will always come here. And I also have another channel where I talk about life in Germany. I talk about life in Germany. Anybody that is applying to come to Germany, either through reunion visa, family reunion visa, or maybe you are a student, you want to come to Germany to do your masters, or you want to relocate to Germany, I give information. I didn't say I bring people. I say I give you information, all the necessary information that you need, that will help you, especially if you are coming to Germany through family reunion visa, that you want to come here to meet your husband, your wife, or your spouse, because this is the process I come here. So I give people advice, I give people information, the documents, and every other thing. That is what I do in that platform. I also help women, especially our African women who are fighting to conceive. I help them to calculate their fertile days that can help them to conceive. So if you like this, or you know anybody that could be of need, that is the place that I'm creating real content. I sit down, I make research, and I provide those information. Let the person subscribe to Tochi channel, Tochi, Tochi channel on YouTube, or you can follow Tochi's channel on Facebook. I do program there every day during the week. So if you know anybody that need this help, please extend this message to them. I want to appreciate everybody that contributed to this program. Everybody, starting from the pastor down to our brothers from the Imo State. May God Almighty bless you. God will protect each and every one of us. God will protect every true Biafra agitators, not those ones that are fighting and doing another thing, but those that are fighting with truth. God will protect you and save all of us, so that we will enter in the promised land. We will end here today. Till next week, Saturday. Please share this video, like it, leave your comment in the comment section. Until I come your way again next week. Bye-bye. Abakari is facing it now.